EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Houston Texans and the Atlanta Falcons. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Let's go! White! Smash, red!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his first look is incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking. They took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The Falcons at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now, keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in there, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense, everybody wants a piece of that pie.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Ready!
They go play action with Willis. And right away, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line.
Empty center. No bounce in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. He'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Koo knocks this one through the post. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So the fumble recovery hadn't set up an ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Willis now off play action. And his throw here's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Second down throw coming by Willis. He finds his man, complete. It's Bush. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. He's a winning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right? You'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation.
Willis looking to throw it. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Off the play fake, here's Willis. Under pressure, they got him again. Grady Jarrett, his 2nd sack of the night. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
That puts him on pace. He's not going to go for that. I wonder if he's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of...
Frustrated right now behind center. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Bush. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle. but they allow the conversion. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Nick Chubb, former prep and collegiate star here in this state at Georgia. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game and leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
It's a play fake. Here's Willis. Throw left side complete. That's Bush. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 25 yards that time.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll run with Chubb. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had to do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports.
Cut, ready?
They'll run for him. Chubb. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Nick Chubb with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with them, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And a nice call and really good execution there because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle perhaps, you know. You don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on it. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They send him the other. And they
into a sea of defenders and intercepted. The 40. The 20. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Bass on for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Back to throw here. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they work this well outfield across the 45. 23 yards to pick up there.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 8. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Give him 32 on the play.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Ready?
first down, and they stick with Eckler. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Eckler is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time, they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Crew able to connect on the extra point. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. The second quarter, though, they looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before,
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Willis. That's out to Chubb, complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Willis looking to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Bush. And he is going to have a Texans first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Willis hits the turf, sliding down and picking up the first. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. 2nd down. Here's Chubb again. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. To throw, here's Willis. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Down. Real green.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And complete to Drake London. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He connected on his first, this from 41. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On first down, Willis. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Willis with a quick throw out wide. And some space here. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
He'll rifle this one deep right side, and he fires one that's intercepted. And the Texans are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw here. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Working free to drop it for the sack there was Amari Barno.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. They're going to look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 34.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. Yeah, he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Here we go.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. They'll set up a throw. Crossing route incomplete. He's got Pitts, and he'll be brought down at the 27.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Ready.
Now back to throw. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to come out of this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Black open. Black shot.
Ritter will throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. And the formula there on the 2-point trying to go 5-yard. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And
it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here. And this will be a Texans 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. 1st and 10, Willis. He's going to air one out. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. So that drive there, CD, a good response, and that might be the one that gets them to the finish line, a comfortable lead.
Yeah, that's all about not letting the team back into a game because they just gave up a touchdown. It was back to a two-score game, and anything can happen in that situation. But instead, they came through with a really terrific drive right there that ended in 6. So you like to slam the door on teams. In this case, they're trying to lock it as well.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
You kill it.
2nd and 4. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
Willis now off of play action. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Dallas Goedert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
I don't think Louis knows who that is. I hope Louis makes the right decision.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 68 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, "Where was that all game?" Or maybe he's just kind of keeping it to himself and saying, okay, it's something to build on, and a positive comes out of a bad game because those are going to happen from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready to go in the future. But that run right there, that's what they were looking for.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. On play action, they'll throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Texans are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, You and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
22 yards there, a first down. Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it, and it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this group before.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future.
And now here is another interception. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Check, pass, check, 19 tight, 19 tight. Hey, smash front load.
Willis now off play action. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Even with a big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Willis looking to throw on first down. He finds his man complete. It's Bush. And the Texans have got a first and goal as he's out of bounds at the 4. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
Ready? Go, go! Hey, check that streak.
Chubb will take this one in for a Texans touchdown. You wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
Boy, that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Okay, right.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, They've scored some points, and there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And now our last third piece will close the drive.
Come on, set. Ready?
Once more, here's Eckler. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
On second down, Eckler. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 113 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he stopped immediately there. Kyron Johnson there on the tackle. But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Eckler now between the tackles. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
Ready? Right.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Houston, they climb to 6-2 on the year as they close in on the midpoint of this 17-game schedule. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco.
Methinks we need another. Almost there. This last one should do it. Indeed, now our scale is balanced. That means this fish is 18 grams. Is 18 more or less than 15? Exactly. That means we get to keep it. And now we have our first ball for the treasure. Where do you think this red ball goes? In the red hole. Now we just need 3 more balls to get our treasure. Now let's head north to see what sea creatures await us that way. Ahoy, mateys. I see a creature off to the left. I mean, port side. Let's grab our trusty